Good morning, Southern Maryland, and I'm aspiring meteorologist John Bordash with you right now to give you your forecast. And this has been a very tricky forecast to do, but let's start with the easy stuff. Yesterday, so it shouldn't say today, it should say yesterday, we made it up to 52 degrees. It was pretty warm, and we're going to be looking at a warming trend as we head through the week. So the East Coast is going to be warming up. Then it looks like we're going to have a winter storm to deal with. Maybe not here, but a lot of the country will with snow and ice. So we've been watching a low pressure system make its way from the west on over to the east through the northern plains, bringing them some snow. Now, this is when the forecast becomes uncertain. So this has already happened. We know this. This also was draping a cold front with it, right? So we saw the warm air. This was draping a cold front with it, with, of course, the cold air behind it. Now, it looks like the cold front should be working its way through our neck of the woods by Friday, bringing us some cold air. They're even looking at very Arctic air on up towards Montana. Temperatures right now below zero. Then, this is another part of the forecast that's uncertain. Does this become a stationary front? Does it move? And if it does become a stationary front, where does it set up? Then, will we see a low pressure system develop on it in the southeast? Then, this part of the forecast has three very important questions. One, the storm track. Where exactly will it track? Where exactly will it track? Will it track closer to DC, farther south? That's the question. 2. How much will the cold air influence this? And 3. How much moisture gets brought up into the storm? Right now, if I had to make a forecast, I think these areas you see coming up in pink have the potential to see snow or ice. So I think from the Gulf Coast down from Houston, maybe not that far south, they may see just rain. On through Memphis, Louisville, and here in Southern Maryland, we have the potential to see rain, snow, and or ice. It's a very uncertain part of the forecast. There are winter storm watches in effect from Dallas on up through Oklahoma City, on over through northern portions of Arkansas. Some winter storm warnings in effect there now in southern Missouri, southern Illinois, southern Indiana, and portions of Kentucky are now also under a winter storm watch. It looks like this area on the northern portion of the system, so Oklahoma City, Tulsa, on up through St. Louis, on over through Springfield, Louisville, maybe even Cincinnati, maybe Columbus. It looks a little bit more certain that they may see snow, but still a very uncertain forecast. We may be looking at a period of freezing rain here. So if we monitor the situation, Saturday, it looks like we may be looking at some rain that comes to an end early, and then we break out into some clouds, right? Cold air may start to trickle in behind this. Then, Saturday night, we're good. Sunday. Now I'm going to go with a warmer forecast. Might be icy back towards the west with rain here, maybe on the onset, maybe an hour or two of some freezing rain. Then Sunday night looks like some rain, and again, maybe some ice back towards the west. And then Monday night, the rain ends with the cold air coming in. So with your impact level, 8 out of 10 with a medium rain threat, a medium ice threat, and a low snow threat. I don't think that this is going to be our biggest snowstorm that we've seen. This has a higher ice storm potential than a snowstorm potential, and a higher rainstorm potential than that. But again, we're going to have to fine-tune this forecast. But in the short term, we may be seeing some sprinkles today, highs getting up into the lower to middle 50s. Tomorrow we look cloudy, but temperatures get on up into the 60s, and again on Friday. But Friday we look at some rain. We may be looking at up to an inch of rainfall through the region. Then we clear up for Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday, that's when we get into the very uncertain forecast. We look at temperatures Friday, 65, Saturday, 45. Some of the weather models, like the GFS model, point to an extremely cold Tuesday night, maybe even temperatures getting into the teens, like 15, in the single digits on up towards Washington into our northwestern areas of the forecast area. So again, we're going to watch this entire forecast. It's ever changing, and the only certain part of it is that we're going to be looking at cold air coming to the region and precip coming to the region. We're not sure what type of precip, just moisture. Again, so we have a lot to watch through the forecast through the next 7 days, and as we head into through December, it looks to be very cold and very stormy, so we're going to be looking at a very interesting weather pattern to set up through the region. I'm aspiring meteorologist John Morash. I'll have an updated forecast for you coming up later on today to update you on the possible winter storm.